Welcome student, welcome to my tutorial. I am Bidhubhushan Kara, your computer teacher. Let's back to our school. I hope you are doing well at your home. Our book name is Linux Base Cloud. Let's read our first chapter. The chapter name is Networking Concept. Let's start the chapter. Networking concept means what? The concept about the network. Okay, let's read what is networking. Okay, so first it is written learning in this chapter, means this is your learning objectives. Okay, what we learn in this chapter? First is networking, then advantages of networking, networking components, types of networks, then network architecture, network security. Okay, let's read one by one. Here it is written, in our daily life we come across different type of networks. Let us understand this concept through some examples. So these are some examples are written. Okay, let's read one by one. Networks of road, railway line, canals, etc. Okay, these are one type of networks. Networks of road, railway lines, okay, canals. Then communication networks of telephone system which enable us to talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime. Yes or no? Communication network of telephone system which enable us to talk to anyone, anywhere, at any time. Next, networks of banks, ATMs. ATMs means automated teller machine. Okay, this is the full form of ATMs. Okay, then radio or television networks broadcast programs live across the globe. Video conferencing allows discussions between peoples at distance places. Next, network of malls, schools, hospitals, etc. all over the country. Next, internet is an outcome of cyber networking. So these are the examples of different type of networks. Okay. Next, what is written? Imagine life without networking. No phone, no television, no internet. Okay, how it will looks. Computer networks have extended the power of network of computer beyond the expanse of a room. Okay, so next read what is networking. So a computer network can be defined as a group of computers and the other peripheral device that are linked together for the purpose of sharing data and hardware resources. Okay, so what is computer networking? A computer network can be defined as a group of computers and other peripheral devices that are linked together for the purpose of sharing data and hardware resources. For example, if one of the computers in a network has a printer attached to it, then all the computer in that network can access the printer and use it to print the documents as shown in the following figures, where computer A and B in a network can give print command to the printer attached with the C. This means what? So there are three type of computers are there. One, computer A, computer B and computer C. They are connected through a network, okay, with the help of hub. So it is one type of networking device which helps to connect three computers. Okay, then the printer is attached to the computer C. So if the user of this computer wants to print something in this computer, then this printer given command through the command go to this hub and through the wire and this wire, and from the hub this wire is connected to this computer, again this computer connected with this printer, so it will print the document according to the instruction of computer A. Like this, computer B also able to print Okay, print the document. Understood or not? So this is one type of networking. If there is no network, then the other two computer will not work. Okay, so here it is written figure 1.1, a computer network. So this is one type of small network. Okay, next, the computer in a network can communicate with each other as well as work independently. Okay, so here it is written a computer in a network can communicate with each other as well as work independently. Okay, each computer in a network is called a node. So these are one type of node. This is one type of node, this is one type of node, this is one type of node. So three nodes are connected. Okay, the computer in a network may be linked through cables, telephone lines, radio waves, or infrared light beam. This means what? Through cable or telephone line. These are wire. Okay, these are called wire. Cable and telephone lines, these are wire or not? So these are connected to the computer, these are wire connected. If there is no wire, means radio wave, infrared, now we are using Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, these are what? These are wireless. Yes or no? These are wireless. But these are cable and telephone lines, these are wired. Okay, next. Advantages of computer networking. Advantages of computer networking. Let's read. Networking in computer brings efficiency, economy and effectiveness in any organization. Okay. Efficient use of storage media. How it helps in different era. Okay, so we'll read one by one. Efficient use of storage media. It is better to store a shareable application data on a computer drive than to store a copy the applications on each user storage device. It is better to have one big hard disk in the server than to have small hard disks in different computer. Means what? Suppose we have a server, okay, then a lot of other computers are connected to that server. Okay, then no need to be installed the same software in each and every computer. You just do one thing. You just have to install on single software in that server, and all the computer are able to access if it is connected into a network. Like this, have you see these things in our computer lab? There is n computing devices are there. Only one single systems or single server we can say that is connected to the all the monitors. Yes or no? So that we can access it. Okay, so that is a good example. Next, preserving information. Preserving information. It is difficult to maintain regular backups on a numbers of standalone computers. Standalone computer means individual computer. Server means only one server is there, then other computers are connected. Okay, here it is telling it is very difficult to maintain regular backups on a numbers of standalone computer. When you keep backups on a central location, you have one place to look for the lost information. Yes or no? Suppose you want to store your information in several computers. It is very tedious task. Yes or no? Suppose there is a server, anyone can access that the server with the help of permission. Okay, you just store the information, or you suppose you want to see the pictures. Okay, so you want to show the whole classes. So what you have to do? If you have a server, you just save the pictures in that server. Anyone can access that photograph. Suppose you want to copy the photographs, you have to what? You have to copy all the photographs in all the computers. Okay, so better you have to copy that photographs in a server. Next, reduction in the hardware cost. Obviously it reduce the hardware cost. Instead of installing numbers of computers PC at your means shop or any schools, better you purchase one server and you connect all the computers. Okay, here it is written, in a network the hardware device which are not used very often like modems, printers, scanners, CD writer, etc. can be shared. This reduce the cost of hardware. Okay, next, efficiency. In a network, the deletion, modification or upgradation of the software data is to be done at a single point only. Yes or no? Suppose you want to modify something, suppose you want to install something, in a single server you can modify, all can access. This brings more efficiency and effectiveness into a working system. Next, redundancy. What is this? Redundancy. Okay, a network reduces the need for hard copies for all the documents by sharing the soft copy of a file over the network. The need to share paper copies of reports or any other information can be eliminated or greatly reduced. Means if you want to share something, you can easily share in that server so that any can access it. Okay, no need to be take the printout and share to all. Okay, then quickest document delivery. Networking provides a facility to instantly deliver soft copy from one computer to other computers throughout the world. Yes or no? Suppose there is a network, you can easily share your document file to any of the computer if it is connected. No need to copy that file, take the pen drive and again copy and paste. Okay, you simply share your computer, anyone can access your document file. Okay, next, networking components. What are the components of networking? To establish wired networking in a group of computers, we require the additional components that are as follows. What are the things? Let's read. Networking card. Okay, a network card is used to physically attach a computer to a network so that it can participate in network communication. Okay, Ethernet network card is the most commonly used network card. Nowadays most computer motherboards come with an inbuilt network card. So we need a network card to access the internet, otherwise you cannot able to access. Okay, in the earlier days what is happening, in the computer there is no network card. Okay, so we have to attach a network card, means a hardware device we have to attach in the computers. Okay, in the PC. Okay, now the laptops, the computers are already coming with a network card. Okay, see, this is the picture of network card. Okay, next, networking cable. Modem. Ethernet networks use twisted pair cable connecting 8 wires. Okay, these wires are arranged in a special order, and an RJ45 connector similar in design. This connector is known as RJ45 connector. These are the cables. Okay, similar in design but bigger than the connector used with the telephone wire, is crimped at both the ends of the cables. Okay, this is known as a networking cable. This part is known as your connector. Okay, what is that? What is the name of that connector? RJ45. The RJ45 connector is that. This is your networking cable. So within that networking components, first is networking card, second is networking cable. Okay, student, one thing, these things, what is this? Let us know more. Okay, you have to read. This is for your general knowledge. Okay, you just read all these things and remember. Okay, next, hubs and switches. Next is hubs and switches. So what is hubs and what is switches? Let's read. Network cards are used to send and receive data being transmitted over Ethernet cables. When a network has more than 2 computers, we cannot directly connect to the computers together. Yes or no? We need an interface through which the computers can be connected. Okay, so what happened? The hubs and switches are interface through which the computers are connected. Understood? And data can be sent and received. This function is performed by a hub or a switch. Okay, so hubs and switch are devices, basically devices. Hubs are hubs were the preferred medium in earlier times, but now switches are used because of their better efficiency. Okay, a hubs or switch performs the following function. These are the function of hubs or switch. Okay, let's read. So what you know from this? So hubs and switch, these are the networking device in which the computers can able to transmit or share the data and information. Okay, and it helps to connect more than two computers. Okay, understood or not? Two computers can be connected each other, but when you want to connect more computer, okay, two computers can be directly connected, but when you want to connect more computer, we need hub or switches. Understood? Let's read the function. Uh, Acts as a central point of connection for all the computers on a network. Every computer plugs into the hubs or switch to arrange the ports in such a way so that if a PC transmits data, the data is sent over the other computer through its network card. Okay, so these three things are interconnected, means network card, hubs or switch. Basically the hubs or switch is a box with a sets of RJ45 ports. Each computer on a network is connected to the hub switch via Ethernet cable. So these are the Ethernet cables. These are connected to these ports. These are ports. There are different ports are there. Uh, this 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 is one type of switch and this is one type of hub. So these are connected. These are wires. These are connected to the various computers. Okay. These are Ethernet cables. To establish wireless networking, we require the following components. See, this is for the wireless device. This is for the wire device. So hubs and switch are the wire device. So this is wireless networking device. Means we can also tell this wireless router also. Okay. To establish wireless networking, we require the following components. Wireless networking card are used instead of normal networking card that are used in the wire network. Okay, most laptop computers comes with the inbuilt wireless networking card. Radio signal are used for transferring data, therefore Ethernet cable is not required. Okay, access point or routers are used in wireless networking instead of hub or switches. Okay, these have a wireless antenna. See, these are two antennas are there which transmit the signals. Okay, which increase the communication range of the radio signal, so it transmits the radio signal. Access point can also be used to join a wire network, thus making the networks a combination of wired as well as a wireless network. So what is what are the types of networking? So there are two types of networking. One is wired network, another is wireless network. Okay, then we will move for the types of networks. Okay, there are various type of networks which are used worldwide these days. Okay, depending on the geographical area converted by the network, there are various type of computer network which are as follows. What are these? Personal area network, that means PAN. Full form is personal area network, means PAN. PAN is a computer network that is mainly created for an individual person. It is used for communication among devices such as laptop, mobile phone, PDA, means personal digital assistant, or smartphones. Okay, personal area networks can be either wired or wireless. Okay, PAN generally covers a range of less than 10 meter, about 30 feet. Okay, You can use this network to transfer files including emails, calendars, appointment, digital photos and music. So these are the uses of PAN. Okay. Next, so this is a network of personal area network, means this is an example of PAN. Next we will move to LAN, means local area network. Okay, this is the pictures, this is the network of networking diagram of LAN. Okay, in LAN two or more computers are in LAN two or more computers and peripheral devices are connected within a small area, such as room, office, building or a campus. So if the computers are connected in a network in a limited area like room, office building or campus, this network is known as LAN network. Okay, in local area network, computer terminals are physically connected with wires. The data transmission speed is slow as compared to WAN. Okay, since LAN is operated in small area, it can be controlled and administered by a single person or an organization. Okay, so this is for a small organization like schools. Okay, if the if there is a internet connectivity in our school, if all the lab computer are interconnected through the wire or through what through Ethernet cable. Okay, if I will connect in one computer and access, there is accessibility of internet in one computer. If the all the connectors are all the computers are connected into that switches, then all the computers will able to access the internet. Okay, so this type of networking is known as LAN. Next, metropolitan area networks, means MAN. Let's read. MAN is a larger network than LAN. It is spread across a city. Since it covers a city, it is called metropolitan. Okay. The most common examples of MAN type network is cable television, branches of a local bank in a city. Okay, these are the examples of MAN. So basically LAN is within a small buildings office. Okay, MAN is within a city. This is the structure of MAN, means metropolitan area network. Okay, then WAN means wide area network. This kind of network connects two or more computers located at very far away place. They are linked by communication facilities like telecommunication or satellite signal. The most common example of WAN type network is telecom system. The uses of WAN is limited to very large organizations and government agencies. The main characteristics of WAN is that it requires a public telecommunication media to transfer data. The best example of WAN are, here it is written, internet in internet and intranet in a large multinational company. ATM facility is the result of WAN, national and multinational bank customer service. Means what is that? Suppose LAN is within a small building, MAN is within a city, WAN is, you can say, within a country. Okay, so here it is written internet and intranet. What do you mean by that? Internet is that it is globalized. Internet is a network of network, or we can say it is a globalized network. Okay, so intranet is what? Intranet is that the bank server. Okay, the bank server, it is not use the local network. Okay, they are using the intranet. They have their own server, they have their own internet facility. Okay, after they are doing their all the transactions, they are connected to the worldwide, so that we can access the internet banking all over the world, any places. Okay, so this is an example of wide area network, that means WAN. Okay, like this ATM facility also there. You can access, suppose you have an SBI ATM, you can access your SBI ATM in Bank of India or in ICICI Bank. Why this is happening? Okay, because it is due to WAN. Okay, there is a centralized server. Okay, they just use their card to any of that server. Okay, any of that ATM machine, they can able to withdraw some money. Next, network architecture. Okay, network architecture is an overall design of a computer network that describe how a computer network is configured and what strategies are being used. Computer networks are of two main types, which are as follows. So, network architecture. We will read client server client server network architecture, then peers to peer network architecture means P2P. This is P2P network. This is client server architecture. Means there is a server, there is a client. Okay. Architecture means what? Before you start the construction of building, there should be a plan or not. So this type of plan is known as architecture. Okay. Then P2P network. We will read this. Okay. First we will read client server network. It is a network where several computers called clients or workstations are connected to the main computers. Okay, called as server. A server is a computer that provides service to clients and controls access to hardware, software and other resources. Okay, then you are telling what is client? Okay, clients are the computer which request services like data retrieval, storage, etc. from the server. This is the architecture of client server. Okay, so here one main server file, it is known as file server. These are file server is there. Okay, means one computer we prepared as a server. So we will provide the sufficient hardware and sufficient software. There is a server software for the computers are coming. Okay, so we'll install that server software, then it known as, it treated as a server. Then other normal computers are connected to that server. Okay, so what is the benefit to connect this? So we can easily share our data and information or resources. Huh? Suppose the server want to share something, within a single click it can share to the all computer. Suppose this computer want to access this some data, you can easily access from this. Suppose this computer access, you can easily access this. Also, if you want to communicate this computer to this computer through the server, we can able to communicate. Okay, understood or not? Okay, these things also you will read. These are for your general knowledge. Okay, next, P2P network means peer-to-peer network. Peer-to-peer network is a network where a few computers having equal capacity and capabilities are connected together to use the resources available on the network. In peer-to-peer network, there is no central server. Instead, each computer can act as a server as well as client. See, these servers are connected through a hub or switch. Okay, these computers are connected to a hub or switch. Each and every computers can able to communicate each and every computer. Okay, so this is the architecture of P2P network. Okay, then we will read about network security. Network security means protecting data and resources from any unauthorized access. Means, suppose if you have access to connect your server, if there is no security, then anyone can access it. So there should be a security or not. So network security means protecting data and security and the resources from any unauthorized access. Unauthorized means without permission, nobody can access it. Okay. Next, it is the most important aspect in computer networking since many users are accessing the same data, so we must ensure its proper security. Only authorized persons can access or modify data. Consider the following points that may happen in any organization. Suppose uh, I'm a teacher. Okay, you are the students. Suppose I am allotted the students' computers to you. Okay, I'm sitting in a server. Suppose I want to show you something, some important files. Okay, so that I can paste that file in that server, so that you can able to see it. Okay, suppose one student accessing the files in that server. Suppose he deletes. What happens? It will permanently delete and the data will be lost. So as a security purpose, what I will do, I will make that file visible, but I will not give the permission to modify that file or delete that file. Okay, so the students can able to see that file, use that file, but not able to modify. So this is one type of security features of server. Understood? Here it is written. Let's read the example. So, okay, some employees may try to change the data uh, concerning their leaves records, salaries, performance appraisal, etc. Accidental deletion of important data. Former employees or some other people may try to harm the company's data. People outside the company may try to access confidential data. These are the purpose for security. Why will secure our data? Okay. Why there is a security in network? Okay. These are the reasons. Okay. There are two general levels of network security. What are they? Login security. You are given a unique login name and password. Have you login in Facebook or Gmail account or any other account? So there is an email ID or password. The email ID is unique, yes or no? So this is only done for security reason. Right security. Based upon your based, based upon your username, you are given rights like read only, access, or read write access, or no access at all. Okay, a combination of rights can also be granted to the same user for the different sets of data. What I am talking just before, this is the thing, means read access or write access or delete permission. This is the thing. If I want to give the permission to one boy, name is X, I don't want to give to all the permission to the X, rather than I want to give the permission to the Y. Okay, so these are the security aspects we can give to the give in the network. Okay, so here in the pictures, network security. What are the things are there? Suppose this is a internet connection. DSL means digital subscriber line modem. This is one type of DSL modem. Okay, then router or gateway firewall. Okay, this is one type of security firewall. Okay, you can easily see if you have the computers, firewall is there. Then hubs, then the computers are connected. Okay, this is the network securities in network. Next, recap what we have learned. Summary. Okay, let's recap it. In a network, two or more computers can communicate with each other, share data and peripheral devices. Networking in computer brings efficiency, economy and effectiveness in any organization. We can send messages at a very fast speed over long distances using satellite and microwaves. PAN, LAN, MAN and WANs are the types of networks. Computer networks are of the main two types, client servers and peers to peers. A server is a computer that provides service to clients. Clients are the computer which request service like data retrieval, storage, etc. from the server. In P2P network, there is no central server. Instead, each computer can act as a server as well as a client. Network security refers to protecting data and resources from any unauthorized access. Next, train the brain. Okay, these are the questions. Okay, these are the questions are there. First is fill in the blank, then state true or false. Then this is your application based question. You have to read the questions and you have to think, then you have to answer it. Then question number B, multiple choice question. If you have not books at all, you just pause these videos. I have all the questions and you can able to write this answer. Okay, next, these are same thing, continue, and then multiple choice question, then after long some short questions are there, answer the following question. You just read the books carefully, or you just have to watch my tutorial and you can able to answer all these things. Okay, and that define what is the full form of this. Okay, or you can write what is this WAP Bluetooth and server, what is the mean for. Okay, why it is used. Next, activity. Okay, activity, I as you know that um, your schools has been closed, so we cannot do this activity. Okay, when the school will open, we will do the networking activity. Understood? Okay, till that we will just read the queries and do the question answer. Okay, bye. Thank you.